Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 21 to the Lions. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing today. This is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year, but this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short game to go. No run now for the offense. Quarterback pulls the ball to keep it. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? Touchdown. They slide the pass in this national title. The national championship game cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 at PAT. Got momentum scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on as you start to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle made quickly, but a big shot play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out. The catch made. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st and goal now. A chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Quarterback drops it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. As they answer with a good score this title game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Across the 40. He's found some room at the 45. And here he goes. Touchdown. Tremendous speed for the defense.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The touchdown the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Penn State offense gets back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Goes to his right side there for the completion. Great move there. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Penn State. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in the national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Yep, after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game. Alabama comes up quickly.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Play action here on first down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10 from the 45. Dropping back, it's Williams. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. And the big play to start the drive, but now 2 incompletions. They face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Snap for a completion. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. This Alabama offense ripping down the field. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route Kirk against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route. If the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage, I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Back to throw again. And this time it's complete. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Go to the sideline, steps out, and they're short. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Back in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. 3rd down, out of the pushing one to the end zone. Touchdown. This air attack is still unstoppable. You said some explosive plays, Kirk. That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Good dog team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. They're sort of trying to make something happen. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And it's not complete. Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. He's got his man wide open. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Finds a receiver wide open. Touchdown! This offense is still and this national championship game is now
This has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in a national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. It really comes down to the line.
And they tack on the extra point. Trying to bring up the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and will begin a drive at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here the ball. Some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum and scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses offense is scoring touchdowns their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made, a lot of space now. Makes the defender miss. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a... So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. And we're going to throw now on first down. He's got his man in the open field. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Conference championship on the line. You can tell with this intensity, the game dead even.
Everything that you do in the offseason, weather conditions, spring warm-ups, hot dog days of summer 2 days, all the way through the season, it all comes down to this. These teams are leaving everything out on this field. Both want it desperately to win this championship.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The dog team out there, they have fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Orders from the pocket complete over the middle. Puts into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. He'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 7-3. Alabama comes up with a lot of work.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread down and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, in the first half, this back is having a big day.
Nowhere to run up the middle. It's third down for the offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, he escapes. Slides to avoid the big hit. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
That's the play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
First and 10 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's stopped after 84 yards. So second and 6. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He runs it into the score. Touchdown.
Chris, this guy just continues to find ways into the end zone. Combination of great play calling and outstanding execution. This back is going to be a primary talking point for the opposing defense at halftime.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is good. Back in front of the shootout. 35-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made. Room to run here. Great move in the open field. And here he goes. Inside the touchdown. Nicky Williams. The big tight end would not be denied. Championship is dead even after these two teams going at it.
And both these teams are just showing a lot of pride. Both so locked in and wanting to win this championship. One team scores, the other one already locked in on how they're going to respond. And it's resulting in an intense back-and-forth game. This one's going to come down to a battle of wills.
And they get set now to try to PAT. PAT is good. fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national.
It's into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Wins the race to the end zone.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got a receiver wide open here. Who's in the clear? Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in a great position to get points. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's quickly. Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now, can the defense do their job and get a stop? Give this hot offense the football back.
Attempt. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback still with the football. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. But give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Inside give now from the shotgun. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
A lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go. Going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
That completion sets up a third down play. To throw, it's Williams. Quick throw to the left. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 or chance.
Same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man wide open. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nicky Lawrence.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Puts him in front by 7. Young momentum scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Stockton. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And big throw to the right. It's caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Back to pass. It's Williams. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. Line getting set up. It's a first down ball.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Solid game moves the ball to 37. Second down play coming up.
Pretty good game here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
And that game moves the ball across midfield. It's down coming up to the 46.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jameer Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Ball carrier tackled there. An important third down attempt for this offense. bursts through a tackle. He's got space here. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Which toward the sideline finds the running back. 2nd down after that previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? To throw, it's Williams. Pass caught. Can he get in? Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown. So along with following the scoring drive, execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
PAT is good. Still trailed up. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Now here he goes. Making people miss. Attack. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And one takes it across the 30-yard line. Alabama comes up with a lot quickly.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a 1st down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Dropping back, it's Williams. The pass rush closing in. Punt team ready to boot it away. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the outback. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
But this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the 1st half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the 1st half already.
Makes the catch. Makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball in the end zone.
scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Send the back in motion. He finds some space. Runs out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First and 10 play for the offense. Back to throw. It's Williams. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Let's get set. Second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And this pass is on target. They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. First down. They're going to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it in the open. And it's a long distance high school. Touchdown. Here comes Ncaa.
You have to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down, it's play action. Over the middle, it's Bickley. Quick juke to get free. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Mickey Williams. That was not catching at that time.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On the run here, lets it go. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. The timeout is called. Important stage late in the second quarter. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Here's the target, and it's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Will be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. We'll pause and play here as the offense takes a timeout. On first and 10, looking to throw. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. That'll make you that time. First and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, that was picked off. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now, just before halftime.
Well, they come out in that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off for this big interception.
start the drive with some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They catch the defense with the draw. Crosses the 35. Breaks into the clear. Great cut. They whiff on him. The 10. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Here's with another touchdown. This first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown is before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer it before the break. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So it's first down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down and Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the kickoff will be returned. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's in the clear. At the 20. At the 10. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Good momentum scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. How's out of bounds at the 38? That's a pretty good return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid 8-yard gain brings up the 2nd and 2. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. To the air, it's Williams. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. That's really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field saying go for it here. It's a crucial play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Finds the receiver wide open. And here he goes. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. This is just quarterback misery. An amazing game with the national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage. Because what they've done up to this point just isn't working.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He breaks free.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up. Breaks into the clear.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Takes the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
That's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a offense with being aggressive, punching it in.
See if they can convert the play after. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So end up putting up the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there and booted away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Williams. It's his target. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here comes a handoff. Nothing doing on that play. Big D tackle there for the stop. Offense getting set. It's second down. It's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beat down so far. Not what you hope for. Let's review how we got here. One quarter away from crowning the national champion in this college football season. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw, catch made on the outback. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch made on the sidelines. They'll move the sticks. It's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Ball handed off. A quick juke. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. He's in the clear. Touchdown. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him in the ground. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Yep, scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Catch made, a lot of space now. Here he goes. Powering through a tackle. Past the 20. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. The running play stopped on the first down. Brings up a 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion to throw. It's Williams. Catch made on the right side. Another great move. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
The defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. This try on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle, but 1st down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. Gets the first and still running. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Poe. They bring him in quickly. Short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looks left and finds his target there. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Can he get there on the ground? Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now. And that run is good for a 1st down yardage and a new set of downs for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Williams. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackled at 8 after the completion. They reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense is facing some serious urgency. They're going to come up with a miracle late here. There's the handoff.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy's having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He fights in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset and are playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not floundering back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Keeps it on the draw. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Here's the second down play. That's it. It's official. National champions. They fell a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's more consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Street and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official. We're kings of college football.